What? I'm here making a video. I did not realize that it has been almost a year since I last posted a video. That's crazy. I don't know where the time has gone. It seems like just yesterday I was making a video, but I am pretty rusty at being in front of the camera, so I feel a little awkward. I wanted to make videos in the past because I have still been fairly active in the Tamagotchi collecting world, but it seemed like I was always waiting on a Tamagotchi to come in the mail, or I was always waiting on some change, and that's just the nature of collections. They change and they grow and they shrink and they evolve, and so I figured I might as well just make a collection video now, despite the fact that I am indeed waiting on some more things. So my collection's pretty small right now because there was some changes this year, but it is growing again, and right now my focus is the vintage era. So I'm pretty happy with my connection and color collections, even though there's still more things that I would like to add to them, but I haven't really given myself an opportunity to collect the vintages, so I'm finally doing that, and it's really exciting. First of all, before I show you my individual collections, just some odds and ends. I collect the Japanese releases, but I did get this one because this is the first Tamagotchi I ever got. Obviously not the one that I had when I was in middle school, but this is the color, this was the shell that I found, and I remember when they were released and seeing a little like kiosk stand in Toys R Us filled with these beautiful little boxes hanging, and I loved being able to open up the flap and see what the shell was. It was so exciting. And so that was my first Tamagotchi shell. I also have an English release. It's a connection that someone sent me as a gift, so I have that as well, although I have not run it. And then I have some little figurines, which I've actually shown in a video before, so I'm just going to show you Mamechi because he's adorable and their little heads turn. And I have quite a few of those. And then I also have some tiny Tamagotchis. So here we have Furuwachi, or Violechi, and she's super tiny, and she comes with like a little play set, so there's like a little swing that you can build and a chair, and then there's a tiny Mamechi. There's another one, I forget what the science version of him is called, like the little mad scientist. There. So cute. Oh, focus camera, there we go. And he has a little like laboratory table with experiments. So I have a bunch of those. I have a bunch of charms. This was a duplicate, so I never took it out of the package. All of my charms are hanging on one of my bags, my Tamagotchi bags. I wanted to show you this. This is actually a package for one of the vintage cases, and I'll show you that in just a moment. But it came with these adorable little stickers. I will probably use them on a duplicate shell case because I have 5 more cases coming in the mail. I'm kind of a case addict, and I feel like every time I get a new Tamagotchi I have to find a case appropriate for it. And one of them is a duplicate, so I think I'll use the stickers on one of them. And on the back they give you a little space to put one of these 2 stickers, and then you could put your name in it, which is really cute. These little paintings that I did a while ago of some of my favorites. I just really love those 2 characters a lot. This is the magazine, the special edition magazine that I reference later on in this video. This is where my little purse came from, and it was in this plastic here. And there's just like fun little Tamagotchi related information in this. Little characters. Yeah, recipes. Super adorable. But I'm really just got this magazine for the bag. And then I have some really random things. Some faceplates from when I had my 4U and 4U Plus, which I will like to eventually add back into my collection just to have it complete. But I have these beautiful cards. Unfortunately, when I posted my 4U and 4U Plus for sale, I didn't realize that I had the special edition vintage faceplates on them. I didn't even think about it, and so I sold them with the faceplates because that's what the buyer was expecting, but I didn't actually mean to sell them. And it really sucks because they are so expensive now, and I was really, really bummed about that. That was a very stupid mistake on my part, but I wanted to honor the sales that I had committed to. So I was like, oh man. Anyways, and then last but not least, before we get underway with the rest of my collection, this is the beginning of my vintage collection, my official vintage collection, since these are the Japanese releases. Right now I am currently running one of the Angelgotchis. This is the white shell, the pearly white shell, and it's in just a regular Tamagotchi case. I really like these cases a lot. I have a special angel specific case on the way, and I'll do a little video of that soon. Probably do a little video too, just talking about my thoughts with this particular Tamagotchi, because it's really sweet and I understand why it's such a favorite amongst so many collectors. And then I have the pink shell, and yeah, so on to the rest. Alright, so here is my color Tamagotchi collection. I have 3+ colors on top, and this is the white, orange, and then the Exile version. And then I also have an ID, IDL, a piece, and the anniversary mix. So my goal is to have all the white shells, and then since the plus colors are my favorite, I would love to get as many colors as possible. My goal colors are the pink and the light blue next, and then we'll just take it from there. I actually had a lot more colors. I had a green ID, I had a purple, green, and anniversary IDL, and I also had a teal or like a mint green P and a purple one. And then I had a 4U and a 4U Plus. And I had a Tamagotchi Plus Color Hexagonchi, but many of those, the ones that I just mentioned, I sold because I needed the funds at the time, and as soon as they went up for sale and somebody made an offer, I regretted posting them for sale, and I was really bummed because I didn't realize how much I really liked having them. And so since that happened, I have been trying to regrow my collection. So I would like to get a white shell 4U. I'm not sure if I'm going to go with the 4U Plus again. We'll see. But right now my colors aren't a priority, so it's staying pretty small. This one, and you could probably tell by how scratched it is the one that I run the most. This is the first color Tamagotchi I ever got. I got it after maybe like 6 months after the Plus colors were released, and it's been my favorite ever since. So this is my go-to usually, and I don't mind just tossing it in my bag because it's already really scuffed up. These two I don't want to be scuffed. Okay, here is my connection collection. So I have 2 Deca stations. This one is the King Deca, which is a really game-centric one, and then this one is more of like a, there's games and you raise money and stuff, but the focus is actually decorating the little house. They're not raisable Tamagotchis. These are made as like an extension or an addition to these other Tamagotchis. So you can connect all these other ones with these, transfer money, buy things in the shops here, transfer the items. There's a bank that you can make interest on, which is kind of cool, so you can like have a little savings account and raise Gotchi points. I really, really, really like having them. They're so much fun to have as like an extra with when I'm running one of my connections. And then I have the very first model connection. I don't know if this one is a V1 or a V2, a version 1 or version 2. I can't remember what shell, when this shell was released, but it is the first type of connection, and as you can see, it's a little more basic than the rest of them. Then there is the Keitai, which has the little black pixels. I really love that shell. And then I have 3 Akais, which are my absolute favorite of all the connections. And these ones have red pixels, and you can see I have 2 dead ones that I should probably take the batteries out of. But these are actually my favorite 2 shells as well. And then I have my Entamas. This is probably my favorite shell of the Entamas. And I need to take the batteries out of that one. And then I have 2 Uratamas, which are the blue pixels. And then a school Tamagotchi. I forget what these are called. I actually haven't run this one yet. So one day I will have to do that and I will make a video. And here is my case collection. Because I take all of my Tamagotchis out of the box, I like to have cases for them to protect them when they're being stored or when I'm carrying them around. On this side are actual Tamagotchi release cases. These 2 are where my Uratamas are being housed. And then this is a case that came with a special edition magazine. This is an Angel Gotch pencil case, which is housing all of my white shelled colors. These 3 I made, and that's where my Akais live. And then these are some random things that I've collected over the years that are really appropriately sized for Tamagotchis. And actually, my orange plus color is in this one. And here is my book collection. So these are actually comic books that were released, I think, in the early 2000s. And I have 1 through 10. And they're super, super adorable. I can't read Japanese, but it's fun to look through them. And my goal is, I always say, that I'm going to learn Japanese one day. And it would be so cool to be able to read all of these adorable little comics. And I really like these ones because they remind me of Akais. And maybe that's what they were supposed to be. Then I have 3 guidebooks. We have the For You guidebook, the IDL, and the Tamagotchi Plus Color. These are actually really helpful. Again, even though I don't read Japanese, the pictures are usually enough to give me a really good idea of what's required to raise a character. So for example, we have Memechi, and it shows you some of her special phases. And it shows you this little comic, which actually, if I remember correctly, are clues to like favorite items and how to get her looking like the special characters. Here are things she likes and things she doesn't like. I'm not sure what this means. I think it had something to do with like how quickly the hungry and happy meter depletes, but I'm not 100% positive on that. And then here are the things that these special Memechis like and don't like. This one is really special to me just because I love the plus color the most out of all the colored Tamagotchis. That's so cute. I love the little animations. Oyajichi is definitely one of my favorite characters as well. But this one came with stickers, and some of them were falling off, so I actually just stuck them in the book to keep them. So I was really happy to see that so many of the stickers were still a part of the book, because usually they're gone with these older books.